Morning. It's February the 16th, and it's 50 degrees out here. Supposedly going to get to almost 60 with rain coming in. We still have snow everywhere. But it's a warm enough day that I can get out here and at least tear this box apart. This was a planter box, one of our first raised bed planter boxes that I used lumber that I found at the curb. So it was totally free. The only money I have in this box was the screws that I used to put it together. And you can see it's pretty well served its purpose. It's falling apart. So this morning I came out here and took the box apart. I don't know how well this is showing up on camera, but you can see our square. You can see the ice and the snow still there. I kept having to prop the sides up with sticks and pieces of lumber. But we got probably 6 years out of that free wood. And I forgot that I did paint the wood, so I do have a little bit of money in that, but the paint was bought for our front door, and we got our door painted. It was an outside enamel paint, and none of this wood is pressure treated. That's why I knew it wasn't going to last, so I used some of the paint and I painted it. I also painted these boxes down here that I have just recently covered in black plastic to kill off all this winter rye. I planted the winter rye as a cover crop so it would be easier in the fall to plant my crops with, and it would help out with the soil compaction. You see, we have nothing live. I've been composting a lot of stuff down into these barrels. I'll fix them up this year, but you can see nothing but cold and winter. These boxes here will look just as nice as this box did with the winter rye. So last fall I went ahead and I knew I was going to be doing this, replacing this box. And there's my lawn trash bags with leaves and snow. That'll be our sweet potato growing box. Down here's our strawberries. Walk around. So I went ahead and made another box. This was Reclaim decking lumber. A friend in the neighborhood was redoing his deck. He gave me the decking boards. So this I built this. It's 44 inches by almost 8 feet. You can see it's in great shape. Now this is pressure treated, but it's the newer pressure treated that supposedly doesn't have arsenic in it. I can't remember the year where they changed over, but old pressure treated lumber, which you don't see hardly anymore, was treated with arsenic, and that's why they said don't use it in your planter boxes. But this newer stuff isn't. So free lumber there. I have another stack right here. These are all 12-foot length boards. I have another box that I'll be building, placing right here where our goji berry was. We got about 4 years out of our goji berry, and it just didn't like it, so it gave up. So we took it down, and here I piled up all the snow on top of our pine wood bark. You can see the lumber there, or actually the wood, letting it cure out under these tarps. This is where our blueberries are going to go this spring, and it's looking like the blackberries are going to make it this year. I have to get in here and clean up all this. These bags of leaves here were used as an insulator around the canes. And in the spring, when the rains start getting here, we're supposed to start getting some rain, but I'm going to wait till probably the end of March, and I'm going to open these bags up and lay them down around the bottom of the blackberries for a mulch, leaf compost. So, kind of bored of sitting inside. Went ahead and got the wood off around this thing. The ground's still frozen around it. I got a little chunk back there that I couldn't break loose, but it's supposed to get almost 60 today. So I figure this afternoon I'll be able to break that piece loose and maybe even get that other planter box around here and laid around it. There's a couple kitty litter buckets full of soil that I usually dump on top of this. I'll do a layer of leaves, a layer of grass clippings, a layer of soil, and then it ends up being a nice compost pile that I can grow sweet potatoes in. I do that every year. It just works so much better than growing them in the ground. It's not compacted and your potatoes can get huge. So that's about it. So I'll get this put together today, and maybe after I get the new box around it, I'll make another video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.